Guys, how are you doing today? Praying that this video meets you in a very, 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 very wonderful place. Got something in my hair. What do I want to talk about today? Let me get my stuff, finish off my makeup while I talk to y'all. Let's see. Yeah. While I talk to you, I think that's bright enough. I'm going to be putting on my lashes while we talk about the tricks of the devil, Slim. I'm telling you, man, this nigga, that's what I call him, this nigga. He is always ready, set, and to go to steal, kill, and destroy your joy. In whatever way that he can. He wants to steal that joint. I'm trying to tell you. He will turn beautiful situations into the most unnecessarily painful situations ever. He will make what you set out to be a really, really good thing be perceived as an evil thing. He, most times unknowingly, gets you off of your assignment. Yesterday I talked about circumstances and the weather getting you off your assignment that God has commissioned you to do. That we think sometimes because of life circumstances that it excuses us from the classroom of obedience, but it does not. What it does is it's a clear indication that, to me anyway, that you are really on the right path of doing what you're supposed to do, especially when the enemy comes after you full force through those things you love the most. People you love the most. Activities you love the most. Things you thought you were doing good by will literally allow themselves to be used by the enemy and tell you you ain't doing nothing. But that's a lie from the devil. He wants you to think that so that you will stop doing and become disobedient to the Most High God. He wants you to be like him, in opposition to God. But how many of us know whoever tries to be in opposition to God will never, ever, ever win? So I told y'all, talking about this lash, I told you I always start in the inner corner and let that stick first so that I can have an easier time with my replacement afterwards. When you're placing this lash, you want to be on the lash line, not above it. Some people go under. I go right on it. I go right on that lash line. Then I do a little push here and there to make sure it's sticking. And then there, it's on, boo. Then it's on. You see that? It's on. That's with the lash. That's without the lash. With the lash, without. I got to get used to looking at this camera over here. I'm so used to looking at myself. And that ain't what I want my backdrop to look like with. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Trying to get this the way I want it. And then this one try to be acting up. But, anyway, there's the lash that's on. I'm about to do the other one. But yeah, that enemy, boy, he works overtime. Whenever you pronounce a win, whenever you pronounce or declare a victory with God, child, he is waiting to steal your joy. And I have to admit, I have been losing these battles with him because instead of staying in the spirit, I go right to just fighting the way Tina know how to fight. Not Flo. Flo is the ideal person that is in the spirit, that is obeying God all the time. Tina want to fight. Tina ready to throw blows. Tina ready to throw them bows. Tina like, what? Who the hell you think you talking to? Do you know who I am? But God said, you ain't that person no more, boo. Stop trying to wake up a dead body to fight. A dead body can't fight nothing. You supposed to be dead. And you up here out here fighting people. Because they said something to you. Or said something a certain way. You don't have to bring the old person back from the dead to be protected. Be protected by your Father in heaven. He got you. Instead, you want to come out here and show people what you made of. That you got it. That you still got it. No, you don't. You ain't supposed to still have nothing. God is supposed to have everything is the point. God, not you. God, not you. You up here trying to fight people, because they hurting your feelings or they not appreciating you. They don't need to appreciate you. You need to appreciate God. And appreciate where he done brought you from. And appreciate where he brought you to. And appreciate where he taking you to. And where he's taking me is I'm going to be unoffendable. That's what I'm about to be. I'm about to be unoffendable. The word says don't take offense. That means I got to take it in order to be offended. The word says resist the devil and obey God. So instead of, being great at resistance in the gym, I got to be resistant in the spirit. I got to get strong in the spirit. I got to be able to lift heavy in the spirit to resist these weights that the enemy be trying to throw on my heart, throw on my ego, really. Because really, I just be getting pissed off, and then at that point, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take it to the street. I don't care who it is. It can be son, husband, whoever. But that can't be the way that I continue to go. That's not the way. That is not the way of God. That's not the way of God. Because when you know God got your back and your front and your side and everything else, you use those offenses that come at you to find out what God is trying to say to you through these different things or these different mediums or however the attack that he allowed to come, what it's trying to say to you. Let me see. And yes, the enemy is a liar. He lies a lot. But in every lie, there is still some type of truth that he's using, which usually is what makes you so mad. The part of truth that he's using against you to move you. Because see, just pure, not truth, pure like a straight lie. Ain't nobody moved by a straight lie. Ain't nobody moved by a blatant lie. My hair not showing in this. Okay, that's better. No one's moved by a blatant lie. It's usually because it's some type of truth in there that's been twisted or distorted. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking at my other camera too. Two places. It's some type of truth that has been distorted, right? And used against you in a negative way. It's some truth in there, but the intentions that is being put on you is a lie. What they're saying is your intent is not really your intent. And that becomes what is so hurtful and so painful and makes you respond and ready to fight. But it's no need to fight. Ain't no need in fighting. You just give it all over to God. You just be like, you know what? This person is saying this to me. This person is thinking this about me. What part of this is true? What part of this have I not laid out boundaries for myself in this situation that I'm able to be attacked in this manner? I say attack because it comes like an attack, because attacks usually come where you're usually not expecting it. You thinking everything good, you thinking everything copacetic, you thinking, you that. You helping people, you doing whatever, you in their corner, you for them, all that, and then they turn around and say, you the enemy. And you like, what? I'm the enemy? I'm the enemy. You saying I'm the enemy. Are we serious here? Are you seriously saying I'm your enemy when I've done X, Y, and Z? Inconvenienced myself, giving up money, lost pay, giving my time, giving my energy, use my name, my credibility, everything. And I'm the enemy? Yeah, something ain't right about how I'm presenting this, and that got to get fixed. That got to get fixed. But in the midst of it getting fixed, what I learned is I don't need to fight nobody. You know how I fight? I don't need to fight anybody physically. I don't need to fight anybody with my mouth. What I got to do is understand that I am not wrestling with flesh and blood. I am not wrestling with the individual I'm thinking I'm having this trouble with. I am wrestling with spirits, principalities in high places in wickedness. They are using the individual to come at me. And I'm bucking up like, this person I just did all these things for thought that they would appreciate it, would appreciate me, respect me, and saying, no, the hell I don't. I don't respect you. I don't appreciate you. And as a matter of fact, I ain't asked you to do a damn thing. And you like, what? Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay. But the point that I'm making in all of this nearly 20 minutes is, one, no need in fighting. No need in fighting with your mouth, with your fists. Don't do it. Because usually what I found, when I do that, I lose. But when I go and I hit my knees, when I go down to the floor, me and God, hard we go. That's what I said in one of my songs. Keeps on picking me up. It's on all the streaming outlets if you want to hear it. With Water Flow. WATER Flow, spelled PHLO. Keeps on picking me up but I got to get to a point where God ain't got to keep picking me up, because I'm going to stand up, 10 toes down, doing what he told me. Stop warring with people and hit the floor, get on my knees and pray and go to war in the spirit. Because see, can't nobody beat me when it comes to war in the spirit. Because I know who I am in the spirit. And the enemy knows who I am too. That's why he always trying to get me in physical altercations. But I'm giving a heads up that, nigga, you ain't going to get me in no more physical altercations. Nah. No more physical altercations for me, boo-boo. I'm standing straight up. As my thing says right here, don't tell God that you have a big problem. You tell that problem that you got a big God. All the arguments are going to the big God from now on. So whoever going to try to come at me, be ready to deal with God, because that's where I'm going about everything, boo. Everything. I'm going to him about everything. I'm going to him about everything. I'm going to God about everything. I don't care how small it seems, how petty it seems, or how huge it is. I'm going to God about everything. Because that's where I always win. I'm giving that nigga the devil the notice. I'm going to God about everything. So he can stop trying to fight me. And he about to fight a losing battle. Because he can't beat my God. He can't beat the creator of heaven and earth and everything in it. And I got a camp of angels that surround me, Slim, that's already always ready to be like, what? What's up? They're already always ready to move on my behalf. You know, that's what they there for. And the angels of darkness can't beat the angels of light. I'm just sorry. They just can't. Because my Father in heaven has all power. And he's everywhere at the same time. So that's all I wanted to say. Don't fight your enemies head on. Fight them from the floor up. And you'll win every single time.